Hi guys, this is part 2 of the 8.1 notes. I divided it into 2 parts because otherwise the notes would have been pretty long. We're going to see how long it takes my cat to find me while I'm screencasting and start meowing in the background. Either that or my dog's going to start barking. So we'll see how this goes. Alright, let's take a look at the first example in your notes. This is actually example number 3. You know that by the time in a set of notes we get to a third example, it is problem solving. So we have a picture of caution tape. The caution tape started originally with a circumference of 31.4 inches. A construction worker used some, and the circumference decreased by 10.5 inches. So we're going to take care of that right now. Minus 10.5. Line up your decimals. This becomes 20.9 inches. That is our new circumference. We need to figure out the diameter. Okay, so go ahead and use the formula using diameter. Circumference equals pi times diameter. If they had given us a radius, we would use the other formula. And what I'd like you to do is fill it in this way. Blank equals blank times blank. You know from previous examples that they can give us different parts of an equation and we have to find the missing one. So let's fill in what we do know. We know the circumference is 20.9 inches. We know that pi is on the other side. What we don't know is the diameter. So to get the diameter all by itself, let's divide both sides by pi. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. This, actually, pi over pi becomes 1. So we end up with diameter equals, and I'm just going to do this on a calculator to speed things up. We're going to do 20.9 divided by pi. Now I would suggest using a scientific calculator because it actually has a pi button. Okay, in the book, I haven't done it yet, but in the book it rounds the example to 21 and 3. But we'll do it for real. 20.9 divided by pi. And I get 6.65. So the diameter is 6.65. Now that is not actually one of our choices, but we're estimating, so the thing that is closest is letter B. Okay, for this last example, you need to try and find the perimeter of a semicircle. Semicircle is 1/2 of a circle. We're trying to find the perimeter, or like a fence. Keep in mind that it's not just finding half of the circumference. You have this little straight part as well. That's part of the perimeter. So when we find the perimeter, we need to add in that little 6. Go ahead and start with the formula for circumference that uses diameter. Circumference equals pi times diameter. Let's fill in what we know. It equals pi times 6. I'm using my calculator, keeping it simple, and the circumference equals 18.85. But I only need half of that. So I'm going to take 18.85 and I'm going to divide it by 2. Okay, and what I end up with is 9.42. Now that's just this part, around half of the circle. Okay, if we're talking about a true perimeter, we now need to add in this little part too. So we add 6. Okay, so the end of this problem, or the answer to this problem, is the perimeter of that semicircle is 15.42 meters. For these last few problems, I'd like you to pause the video or stop the video. You have them in your notes, and I'd like you to work out the answers. You can use a calculator, but please show your work. You need to show what you keyed into the calculator. When you're done, please come show me, and I will approve the answers. Thanks for watching.